10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
All right, dude, you're live. Yeah, you live?
I'm live. I mean,
Yeah.
look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is great. Welcome, fellas. It's good to see y'all. Hopefully, we got a decent amount of followers today. Today's August the 10th. Brian, how many?
27.
Was this 27?
27.
We're getting closer to that goal. So, welcome to the greatest show on turf. It's Two Hicks, One Yankee. With us today, Yankee, where you at? I can see you.
I'm sorry, you see me now?
Yeah. There you are.
Yep.
What's going on, buddy? How's Purple Heart Home treating
They're
you?
doing good, man. I'm loving it. We had a inspirational spirit guy come out this week, Dr. Rick Goodman. He was awesome. He lifted you up and doing good stuff. We're about to start in a couple weeks. We're doing or next month. We're doing a big fundraiser for Take That Hill. It's a bike race, and you can find it online. It's a good week.
Are you racing? I know you're a racer, but are you a peddler?
It's Take That Hill, meaning that they go uphill. Nah, hey, dude, if it was a bike hill downhill and you start and they push you, I'd be all for that. I ain't pedaling up no hill. I will be there at like mile marker like 30 or something like that. I'll be there.
Timmy, was that
the Creeper Trail?
Was that motivational speaker? Was he a weightlifter?
No, he was he wasn't no MCDC. He was actually doc. He was one of the docs for St. Louis Rams back in the day.
Well, you said he's lifting you up. He's got to be a big old boy. He's gonna lift you up. Ain't no little guys picking you up.
You're right. You know, hey, that's the first time I ever went and seen something. You know, somebody trying to pump you up, and I was like, man, I ain't into this. And about 45 minutes into it, it was pretty good.
That's a long speech.
Well, that's good. Is that typical for Purple Heart Homes? They have speakers come in, or is that
I think
out of the norm?
No, that's the first time I've been witness to it. But there was also, I don't know the whole details to it. I know that him and John had met a while back and down in Florida, and I made a connection. He came up here for a couple of days, and then I think today they were going to High Point University, and yeah.
That's a great school. Ever seen that school? Wow. Holy moly. A
Seen
lot
pictures.
of money going in and out of that place.
No, it's expensive as hell.
You got any I know. Yeah, oh yeah, it's up there with like Davidson and Duke.
No.
So, you got any races coming up? You doing that still? I know you.
Yeah.
Sent me a text.
So So we've been on break and it's coming up. I don't have the date in front of me, but it's I think in the next 2 weeks we have another race, just a recruitment race coming up, but we have new sponsorship this season. We have there's been rumors of a prior F1 driver going to race a race or two with us just because of our sponsor, Virtual Race School. So should be a pretty amazing season. And I got 4 guys that are going to race at Purple Heart Homes paint scheme, so we'll get some visibility out there. And I raced at 21 for 2 Hicks, 1 Yankee.
Yeah. So I do have a question with you. So when I was out in Indy, when I was in Nashville, they were racing. So was that Formula One, Indy? And what was that?
Nope. So that's Indy. That's Indy cars. That's
okay.
American side. Yep.
So
and then Formula One. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, so Indy mostly does they're stateside, but they mostly do road courses they don't do a whole lot of street races. They do Belle Isle, it's in Detroit, but it's on an island, and it's literally it is a street, but there's nobody that lives there. The Nashville race started last year, and they did it this year, and it's been a pretty big success because it goes right through the city, and that's what they used to do back in the day. Mm-hmm. But F1 does that at a lot of places, Barcelona. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So 2 questions. First one was like, when those cars weren't your typical Indy car weren't racing, they were racing Porsches, Mustangs, Lamborghinis. What were those? What does that league?
So the National and World Wild is called IMSA, and I'm not a road racer, so I don't know all the. But that's the big team. They do the 24 hours Daytona. They have the Porsches, they have the Mercedes, they have the Corvettes, they have the street cars that go out there. The top of that league is called IMSA. And I don't know if they're there. I'm sure
it was neat watching them. I mean, it was they're
so fast. Them things
Nissan,
turn.
Corvette, and they had these flashing numbers. I guess at different categories of racing cars that were racing amongst each other. So it was pretty fun to watch because they were loud too. I mean, the huge. You could tell when the came through because that car. There was one Mustang, and it was the loudest, deepest exhaust. So we were right there. They did a little U-turn and went back towards the river. I was surprised it didn't come more into the city. Like it didn't. It stopped at the river basically and went back the other way. So it wasn't as much to the streets as it probably looked like on TV. So.
Yeah, but they also want the visitors that come into town, and they still want to enjoy the nightlife of Nashville. So they're not going to run through the streets because then you shut it down and people can't park, they can't walk, all that stuff. So yeah. Get a good time, though, right?
It was pretty neat. Yeah, I mean, literally, there's the amphitheater, and it was running on the top side of the amphitheater. So, like, there's a band playing, and you have a race going on. I was like, this is amazing. All for free. You can just stand there and watch it all. So
yeah. What was it free?
Yeah,
so there's drinks involved.
Not that night. No, not that night. Nashville it's on a different level. I mean, there's a lot of people out there. It was really warm. Lots of good food. Played some golf. Had a great time fellowshipping with some high school friends that, we grew up back in the day. Nothing but fishing. No major distractions. Being in the woods. So it was lots of stories shared and catching up. So it was a great time. Absolutely great time. So. Brian, you took a trip down to Atlanta. How was your week?
Oh, that's good, man. Check out the zoo. Checked out the couple breweries. Into a strip club. It was a good time. Good time.
You went to strip. Can you elaborate on that? I know Timmy's got some questions. I believe his hand up.
Well, go ahead. What's your question?
Did you go alone, or would you have any?
No, it's a whole big group of us. Me, my wife went. I mean, the whole family, not kids, of course, but this is adult night. True story.
I'm not sure I believe this story here. I might need to
look it up. It's called the Claremont Lounge. Look it up. Google it.
You're sticking with that hat, by the way. We're going to stick with that hat for the rest of the year. We've been sticking with that hat.
Yeah, I found another hat.
Joe D, we got to go. We got to go to Raleigh quick.
Yeah.
We're losing a boy.
I'm going to Claremont Lounge, Claremont, Georgia. Greatest, oldest strip club and one of the world's best dive bar. Did you buy a T-shirt?
No, did not.
Whose idea was it to go to this place? I just
Who
have
do
to
you
ask.
think? Who do you think? It was my brother-in-law's.
Was it Frankie? Is it Frankie? No. That's interesting.
Yeah.
No cameras allowed, I'm sure.
No, there's no cameras allowed. It's a true story. It's
awesome.
Okay.
Well,
anybody can be a stripper there. Anybody. Anybody.
Was there a cover charge?
$20.
Okay.
Cash only.
Cash only.
Yeah.
Just the four of y'all went? Who stayed with the kids?
No. The kids, his daughter watched the kids, and the four of us plus his buddy from work and the neighbor. Yeah. 7 of us, 8 of us.
Well, I know it
It was interesting. It was very interesting.
I can't remember the last strip bar I've ever been to. Maybe it was Baltimore when Timmy was giving away my $5.
That one place was not. I don't think that's considered a strip bar, by the way.
The worst bar ever. This whole street was terrible. It's awful. How did we just stumble into that street? Our hotel was nowhere near there.
Well, we were walking all the boroughs, and as we were walking by, they told us to come in there. I was like, dude, I'm smoking a cigarette. King one side. He's like, you can smoke in this place. It's like, hey, come on, guys, let's go in this place. So we went in there. You can smoke in there. We walked in. That's a good place. And yeah, there's girls dancing where the bottle should have been at. They had like 2 inches. It was good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great time. So getting into the show today, we do a little tidbit. Today is actually one of our favorite holidays. It's National Lazy Day. I guess dedicated to lazy people. It's dedicated to people who work all the time that maybe need a break. So if you took a little time to do a little self-care today is your day. So lots going on in the world today, from politics to sports. I don't know which way we want to go first. So Timmy, what you want to talk about?
So I just bought the HBO Max for $9.99 or whatever it is a month with commercials. I'm going to do the cheapest I can. There was one intention of doing that, and that was Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks opened up last night, and we got MCDC, Motor City, Dan Campbell, and they showed all these highlights of look. Everybody knows I'm a big huge Lions fan, and always feel like they're building something. So. It was pretty awesome. I was so excited about watching it. Me and my brother-in-law were texting each other while we were watching it. Like, I had my alarm set 10 p.m. Boom, that thing threw it on HBO Max. So, yeah, enjoyed it. It was a great cut.
How's your boy Hawkinson looking?
I read every day online the Detroit News and stuff like that, and every day of camp. He's Hawkinson. Now that we have 2 backup tight ends behind him, that's what I'm more worried about. We have an old Michigan guy who was a wide receiver that converted to a wide receiver. Hawkinson's going to be good. Fantasy-wise, yeah. Yeah. You're all right. He's going to be good.
Yep. Number 1 draft pick, still impressing people.
Yeah, so so he was on Hard Knocks with a group of people, and obviously one was his dad because he played at Michigan, and he had this. I remember him when I was younger, and his wife, his mom. So we're talking about Aiton Hutchins' mom, and then his sister, and there was like that family. That family's very good looking. It's impressive. And then he did he got up there and I do the rookies and make them sing a song and all that stuff. So he did Billie Jean, and he knocked it out of the park, man. They had the whole freaking room jumping up. It was pretty cool.
Was that what Pat McAfee was talking about?
No, Pat McAfee was talking about Jamal Williams, who's He's the more of a 1 yard, cloud of dust running back, but he's a big leader in the team. Been there for a while. He came from Green Bay, but he's definitely a captain in the locker room. All that. He gave this crying speech. I mean, it was amazing. And Pat McAfee wasn't wrong. It's like that's definitely the speech you say week 4 of regular season. when you need it, not day one. A goddamn reason. I mean, it was great. It was awesome. It was like, how do you do that though? You can't come back week 4 and give a speech when you just had that in training camp. It was a good speech, but early.
So they play Friday or Saturday?
I think they play Saturday.
Okay. I know there was no game Sunday because they said this is the last Sunday without football for several months. But I know there's a couple game tomorrow, a couple games Friday, and a couple games Saturday. So,
Brian, who's gonna start for them Panthers?
Oh, Baker Mayfield. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Gonna sell tickets.
And now the big question: who's gonna start for the Steelers?
Man,
it's gotta be Trubisky, right?
I don't know. It's everything you read is the dude just has not done well, and then it's like Mason Rudolph, and it's like, oh Lord, here we go. Just hand it off to Najee Harris and rely on your defense. So I don't know, dude. I honestly have not really watched or followed a lot.
Do you think your team all push for Baker Mayfield to trade? I know that Cleveland would ask for way more since you guys are in the same division, and maybe they won't do it at all. But you think Pittsburgh reached out at all?
Probably not. Not within the division. No. Who knows? I mean, they've never made any kind of moves like that historically. So, but I will say, before the old GM went out, he made a bunch of really looked like good moves so far. So we'll see how it all plays out. I mean, defensively, signing some people, and he got rid of some people, and they turned out to get hurt. So it was kind of a blessing in disguise. So we'll see. I mean, can't wait. Got some fantasy football coming up, and then we got our pick 'em. Timmy, you gonna join us this year with our pick 'em?
Yeah. So I see all you guys were all that group messages going on while I'm sitting in that inspirational speech, and I can't be damn looking at my phone because then I don't look like a guy that's up. I mean, I gotta look at my part. So that wasn't happening, but I seen all that. And look, if we have a $10 overall, dude, I have no doubt I'll win the overall. I'll put an extra point.
You didn't even play last year. You played like
3
games.
Certain week. I wasn't committed to the whole year.
Yeah, I know. You're like, oh, this. You don't play.
Well, I had another one.
Or we should do this, or we should no. It's just you pick a winner and you pick a loser, or you just pick winners. So it's called picking winners.
I didn't.
Yeah, no spreads, just winners. Just winners.
That's right. Tiebreakers, points scored. I got it. I understand how it works. We got a podcast now. I say, look, I'm in it for the whole season, but then I want another bet. And we got to have another bet for between us three of the loser for the overall. That means like if I don't play a week, I don't get any points that week. So then that's going to motivate me to play the whole season. And so what's the bet for the loser? It's got to be something on the podcast.
I don't know. I mean, I'm game for whatever we decide.
We'll put it on Twitter. We'll figure it out on Twitter.
Yeah.
Bet on Twitter.
I mean,
yeah. Twitter.
I would say the loser has to shave their raggedy beard that they've been trying to get.
We can do it each host. Yeah.
Well, I know who's going to lose. It's going to be Ryan. It's going to be Ryan.
I'll gladly take that bet.
Yeah.
Gladly.
All right. We'll figure it out. We'll put
Somebody
it on
got to shave an eyebrow off. So,
and he's got to burn. And he's got to burn his hat. And he's got to burn that hat.
Yes, ceremonially, we have to have a full
with the beard
hats and everything, and burn that.
Well, why y'all hate on the hat, man? The hat's cool. It's cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Nope. Well, lots of stuff going on in the news today. I hate to even really talk about it because I know we kind of get fired up sometimes. But the whole Trump raid with with the FBI down in Mar-a-Lago. I just don't. I've not done my due diligence and tried to read a whole bunch because it just none of it makes sense to me. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of it and not trying to believe everything that's out there because as we all know, there's 20 different major media sites and they're all putting out their stuff, and it's just like, I mean, what's going on here? I mean, that's crazy, right? Am I the only one to think that that's crazy?
These midterms are pretty important, brother. They're pretty important.
Yeah, I mean,
they needed news.
I believe I saw. I flipped through CNN. I read on CNN where they were talking about that every Republican who has won a major battle within these primaries and everything is a Trump-backed supporter, and they're doing everything they can, and it just like they lobbed Brian Pruitt a home run right there with this whole raid. It's just like people are like, what is really going on? I mean, they just tossed you a home run ball, Brian. What do you think?
Well, I mean, it's weaponizing the government, right? That's what they're doing. Their side didn't win in 2016, and they hate Donald Trump, right? Like dude's been out of office for 2 years, and that's the only thing they can say is or talk about is Donald Trump, and he's a bad guy, right? Like he's a mean, bad orange man. And so they're gonna do anything they can to show don't go against the machine. They're gonna try to teach people a lesson. This is what happens when you go against the machine. Doesn't matter if you're president or not. We'll still send the strong arm of the government to your house.
You see the response? You see the response? Yeah, they're like, "Hey, AG, look, come November, save your documents, clear your calendar." It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, what were they looking for? Obviously, I don't
believe they found making a last minute push, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just everything they can do is. I mean,
it's a political
if they took that amount of focus on real world problems or real United States problems, it just seems like we would we'd be in a whole better place than what these fools are doing right now. So, I mean, it's just if you look historically of past people in prominent political positions, they didn't get raided. They didn't. There was no investigations and no dossiers and I don't understand how that's one side of the political party has that much influence in Washington and throughout those 3-letter organizations. I mean, what's their end game? I mean, what?
So
the collapse of the United States?
Here's what'll make you angry is the fact that someone could admit to mishandling and deleting 33,000 emails, some of which were classified secret, and there's never been a raid on that home. Yeah. Like they didn't raid her home. So, I mean, is it really about the classified documents, or is it about proving the point and trying to stir up people's emotions for an upcoming midterm election? It's a political stunt. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, we've all had our spider senses tingling about this whole Ukraine deal and the Biden administration and Son, how they were involved, and everything that's kind of percolated through the system about what's really going on. So it's just, I know we don't raid
his house either,
but no, they have his laptop. But what's going on with that? I mean, who knows? Who knows? So, but. Now they've so I saw it on Twitter about this whole close to 90,000 new IRS agents they've hired, and it's some eerie timing with this. I mean, I understand if they were hiring more IRS personnel to deal with tax returns, because I've been waiting on one since almost 2 years now. If anyone's listening, can they just give me one for that? Can I get my tax return from 2 years ago? That'd be great.
Not gonna happen. That's not what they're hiring them for.
No, I did see that they would have to be able to work 50 hours a week, be in peak physical condition, and lots of eerie job descriptions. So, stock up on ammo. That's all I'm doing is make a weekly purchase. So,
is that what you spend your allowance on?
That's it. I do. I don't buy much.
Yeah, they come into audit you.
You're literally online right now talking about it.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's
you're
fine.
getting audited for sure.
Yeah, sure. I love it. Do it all day long. So, I did see a very interesting video about the ATF came and we're they came to a guy's door and he didn't answer the door and he called the local police on the ATF and they
seen that.
And the actual police detained the ATF agents because he was like, I'm a federal agent. I don't care what you are. Don't move. Don't do it. I thought that was that's probably pretty humbling there. I'm assuming that doesn't happen every day of the week with those guys. So, but I mean, where do we go from here? It's just who do you trust nowadays? So
the government, man, just trust the government.
Just trust them.
They've never. There's never been a government.
They need money.
No, they just print more.
All in favor for more government, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think anyone is in favor for more government.
They do everything so effectively.
Speaking.
So they're getting 87,000 more IRS employees.
No. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty lofty number. I mean, who comes up with that? And just where's the math behind that number? I don't understand the need for 87,000. So interesting to see what all comes about that.
You going to apply?
No. I'm not looking.
You could be you could get hired as one of the guys that counts why they need that many people. So we do those four people. I need 4 people.
Work from home.
Really
is it a remote job? Is it a remote job?
Yes.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
80,000 of them are remote jobs. They were only hiring 7,000 people to work in an actual building. 80,000 are remote employees.
IRS jobs. I'm looking it up right now.
You got to count and be able to count with IRS, right?
I can take my shoes. I count to 20.
I love you, bro.
21. He can count to 21.
They're true. I'll be like 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I got 26. So, let's see. What else is going on? Let's see.
Brittany.
So I
got a long-term
special
contract.
agent.
She got a long-term contract. She gets fed though when he gets housing. It's a good contract. It's not bad.
Oh, Joe's looking up IRS jobs.
I did. So I did. All right. So it's a special agent. It doesn't say how many they're hiring, but it does say major duties.
87,000. I just told you.
I know, but I'm on the website. It doesn't say like number of vacancies.
That's. I mean, that'd be a cool job title to have. What are you? I'm a special agent.
Yeah.
Work
a minimum of 50 hours a week. I'm out right there.
No,
who do you know the federal government works 50 hours a week? Come on.
Be on call 24/7, including holidays and weekends. I'm out.
Yeah.
Maintain a level of fitness necessary to effectively respond to life-threatening situations. I'm out.
How big are they?
Carry a firearm and be willing to use deadly force.
Oh, hell, I can do that. I'm in.
be willing to participate, be willing and able to participate in arrests, execution of search warrants, and other dangerous assignments.
For what? For what, Joel?
I don't know.
Trump's
I don't know.
house.
I think I'm. I don't think I'm. I don't think I qualify. I'm just gonna. I have to check that off. If that popped up on my Indeed search, I believe I'd scrolled right past it.
Right past it.
But yeah, well, Brittany,
Special
she
agent.
got a new 9-year contract with Russia. I just they threw the whole book at her, I believe. In a way, I kind of feel, I do feel a little bit bad for her. Not gonna lie, because
Can't wait to hear this.
she's a political pawn, and that was very excessive. Whether it's Russia or whatever, I mean, I understand you.
There's
her
people in
anti-
America in jail for a long time for weed.
Ish. I mean, she had a vape cartridge, correct? I mean, that's
It goes off the
Yeah,
ounces, and that
yeah. I mean, I understand there was no probably intent to distribute or sell or manufacture. And,
you think they got Utah that serving 25 to life.
yeah,
You wouldn't intend
I
either.
understand. I understand. There's a lot of people probably incarcerated for some crazy stuff, but I just wonder what'll happen. How long does she stay? How she's manipulated in the political scheme with Putin and Biden.
You think that trade that made the first of all, why would you put that out for public for the news before Russia agreed to it? That trade they offered, other than they know that Russia's not going to accept that because she's worth way more than that dude that literally was. I mean, they made movies about this dude we're going to give back.
Yeah, I
There's
just
a political race here where he's got nothing to worry about over there. There ain't no damn political race in Russia. He ain't got no backlash for having Brittany in jail over there.
No, I mean she definitely won't hear the anthem over there. So I mean it's interesting. It's terrible timing for her too. It's terrible, but I don't know. I do have some compassion, because she's a human being. I know she's in a bad spot over there. Just I would never wish that on too many. I may wish it on a couple people, but I don't know. What do you think,
I don't
Timmy?
either. Timmy's sleeping.
Timmy?
I don't wish incarceration on anybody. Let's just get that clear right now. I am
9 years
incarceration. I'm just saying if the trade, we can't be trading Kevin Durant for your 5th round or 2nd round pick in 2032. I mean that's not what we're doing here.
Yeah, I don't think she stays
I'm
in
not
jail
about
past
the trade.
a year. I think
they shouldn't. I mean, they should never offer that trade.
No, because now they look weak as hell. Now they're just like, well, dude, you don't remember you offer first, you lose. Art of trades.
Yeah.
And then put it out in the media. You put it out in the media so you get all this stuff, but now the trade's not happening, and Russia's laughing at you. It's just, God, it's so. Who is this marketing department or whoever they're hired for? It's bad.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy what's going on. So, yeah, I mean, it's who knows? Like I said, I don't think she'll be in jail. I think they release her by the end of the year. I honestly do, with some crazy deal, some crazy trade, or something that's going to go on. So,
well, you got the elections in November. After elections in November,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They will definitely trade that, and she'll be released. Who knows how long the Ukraine stuff will go on forever? But let's see what happens in elections, and let's see what happens.
I would say by about Halloween, she's on a plane headed back right before primaries, or right before the election season.
Yeah. About Russia, affecting the elections. This is weird.
No.
So,
What
Joel,
else
I meant to ask you. I wanted to ask you real quick. I saw on the news today that North Carolina, man, the count is up to 113 people that have monkeypox. It's on the news every day. So, are you concerned yet? Have you thought about your vaccine status? They cut it back to where you only, where you can get a vaccine a little easier.
No, I heard. I seen a
No.
little tidbit that showed that there's a different way to inject. I don't know. I have no idea how the initial injection was for the vaccine, but there's a new injection policy now. I don't know what it is, but I didn't look it up. But.
So Joe, have you changed your mind yet?
Oh, my stance has not changed. So I mean, I'm looking for an excuse to quit right now. So, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. So, shoulder blown out. I've already started scheming out post surgery of just quitting, cashing in on my leave, and then
not before this weekend. No, not before this weekend.
Yeah.
So, would you like to hear a couple interesting statistics?
Absolutely.
About monkeypox, or what are we talking about?
Yeah, about monkeypox.
Okay, let's hear.
So, of the 113 cases in North Carolina, 100% of them are in men. Of the 113 cases here in North Carolina, 70% of them are men who have sex with other men. Now, my opinion is the other 30% are liars, but I would like to hear your thought.
Me or
yeah.
Well, I mean, I believe we covered this in a previous podcast. I think that was one of my words of wisdom is practice safe sex, is an easy way not to transmit this communicable disease, right?
No,
so my thoughts, and I don't have the studies in front of me, but I'm just thinking that it might be you could do it between man and woman too if you utilized that avenue. That doesn't happen here, so I can't worry about that either. I'm good.
I'm pretty safe. I think I'm safe here. I mean,
this thing right here, you ain't got it.
Nah.
Yeah. So, but I did find that interesting on the news. Thought you'd like that tidbit information.
Can I ask where you found those statistics?
On WRAL.
Okay, I wasn't sure if. I mean, I'm assuming you found it from a source online. I just wasn't.
Do you want to argue this case?
I think that was published by DHHS today. I think DHHS is the one that published it.
In all seriousness, I don't want us to come across as we're phobic of anything. It's just just seems like, hey, what's going on right now is a product of what shouldn't be happening. Or I don't know if I'd say
no. And I think if you're in that relationship,
you're
in an individual relationship, you're fine too. But
true,
facts are facts. Facts are facts. It doesn't make you phobic.
No,
and mean we're phobic.
That's the point I want to get across. Is just.
I mean, if you're higher risk, let's say you have a relationship with a man-on-man relationship. I didn't say anything's wrong with that. I'm just saying that you're more likely to maybe need monkeypox, seeing if you guys are venturing out or something like that.
Don't be so promiscuous.
Well, that's a high risk. It's where it's at now. This is mine.
Boys.
Sorry. Yeah. Is it not sexually? Is it sexually transmitted?
I don't know.
I believe it's the exchange of bodily fluids is
well, I don't have that either.
Highly susceptible of this type of disease, because most of the pictures I had seen was in one region and it was a breakout on the face. So with the sores and blisters, I mean, it looks, I don't know if y'all got chicken pox when you were younger, but we all had chicken pox back in. I did. And they came to our school when I was in 9th or 10th grade. And everybody seemed to get chicken pox. So it's got to be similar to monkeypox because it was the same.
fatality rate?
I don't
have not
think.
heard of
I think
anyone
five,
dying
like
of
5
monkeypox.
people worldwide. Last I checked, it was like 5 people worldwide. Okay, so these numbers are on their website as of I think yesterday. Total number of cases 111, males 111. Two main demographics of age. Well, primarily it's from 18 to 49.
What about the state? I mean, in the country, is there like a death rate? What's the death rate in the country once you transmit the disease?
I don't think anybody's died from it. And, well, I don't
So
know in
what
the
are
country.
we
Let's see.
talking about right
Hold
now?
on. I don't know. I'm just saying
I'm good.
who's had it. I think it's 5.
Okay.
Five deaths, 14,000 cases reported worldwide.
Worldwide?
Yeah, 5
yes.
deaths. Yes.
You ain't sticking no needle in me for 5 worldwide. Never. I don't care.
Mm-mm.
No.
People with monkeypox get a rash that may be located on or near the genitals, penis, testicles, labia, or vagina, or anus. Captions, it says butthole. This is on the CDC website.
EDC, right?
And could be on other areas like the hand, feet, chest, face, or mouth. I thought I'm pretty safe.
Yeah. So
Pretty safe.
there's also the whole fact that in North Carolina, there's 10.4 million people, and 111 have monkeypox.
What's
But
that
the
math?
news talks about it every single night.
I don't listen to the news.
What does that mean? It's a very low percentage.
You said 10, 4
0.4
divided by, you said 113 people?
You doing math?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at this subject. So
I think you did it backwards. You should have did 113 divided by 10.4 million.
I'm terrible. I messed this up like 3 times already. Yeah. It's a very low percentage, whatever it works out to. So, but going back to your original, circling back, I didn't get no monkeypox vaccine. So I'm good. Whether I gotta quit my job or what, I will not be getting that vaccine. So, because no need, right? No need, because it's not deadly, and I'm very safe from not contracting it. That's my.
And you've already burned your face off with boiled peanuts, so what do you have to worry about?
I'm telling you, man. Nothing else worse can happen right now. So, knock on wood.
You didn't get no vaccine for boiled peanuts, did you?
No, I didn't. $2.99 special at the Dollar General, ladies. I can hook you up. It may cost you some emergency bills, but it's worth it. It's fresh, baby butt skin smooth right here. So,
Are you still using the lasers?
I haven't. Nope, I hadn't done it. It literally burned all the. I had no pores left on my face either, so that was easy. That was interesting. So, hadn't been real sensitive. Like I said, it was in Nashville, was in the sun the whole time, and didn't
facial
really
hair still growing faster than Brian's.
Yeah, I didn't shave yesterday.
What?
Here's where I'm at.
It's no. I told y'all I trimmed this thing like a week ago.
Trimmed it.
You said you'd never shave that beard. We can go back on record.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's probably cut a long hair.
I did trim it
with like a pair of scissors.
Yeah,
like the long hair clip.
Trimmed it. No, with the comb and the razor.
You do your neck. That's all you do. You shave your neck.
What's your ultimate
I
goal
trim
here with
this,
that
Bo.
beard?
I
What's your?
trim this.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, at this rate, when you're 80
I don't
years
know.
old, you still
I
can't put a rubber
don't
band in
know.
or anything like that. So what are we doing here? I think it's just a little phase. He's
Dude,
doing it with a hat, and then he's gonna be like, I think he's been watching Peaky Blinders or something. He's got all that in there. So he's got the hat on, the beard, and this will go away by
no, I'm
next
watching
summer. It's
Stranger
definitely going
Things
away.
right now. Nope.
I will say I saw one of our other ginger friends today in Lincoln, and that dude's got an impressive beard. I mean, it's like formed. I mean, it's like
It's like mine.
impressive. I was like,
It's
I
like
like
mine.
yours. I like yours.
I got more of a beard than either of you guys.
I literally shaved before
I'm
I shaved before the
on
show.
3. I'm on 3 days. You're on 3 years, brother.
Well, put your money where your mouth is. Let's
No,
see.
I
End of
can't.
the
I won't
month.
grow it out.
Okay.
It's too much.
All right, let's make a deal.
I'll beat you.
1 November, you got to shave.
Yes, no shave
And then
November.
we're on in 10 days. We're together, and we'll do a
No,
comparison.
I would be willing to let him leave where his is at, and we'd still surpass him by the end of November.
Do
that a
you
deal?
use any beard conditioner or anything
shaving.
like that? Man?
Not shaving. No, I need to though. I need some beard oil or something.
Yeah, that's definitely what we need.
Are you committed to it, or are you just like you've made it this long? And you're just like, I might as
The
well stick
phase.
it
The
out.
phase
and
of
see.
the hat. What's the wife
I
say?
don't know. I've not thought it through yet. She
Is
likes
this for,
it.
is this for Halloween
I'd shave
costume?
it.
October 2028? Just tell us.
Dude, I mean, and Jake talking about, I don't know, he said calling it a beard is a stretch. You crazy, man. Look at that. Do you see that?
Camera's bad.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I will say your
let's
camera
see.
it doesn't give the camera does not give your beard as much credit as some of the pictures you've shared with us. So I mean,
It's because it's red. It's because the hair on my face is red. It's hard to see in this light.
It might be the hat, too.
But it's a
Everyone's
full-grown
pretty much
beard.
distracted by the hat and the shadows from your hat.
Well, I like
I
my
got
hat.
gray in mine. Look, I mean, that's crazy.
I do too.
I don't have any gray on my head, but my beard goes gray. I don't know if that's. My wife says it makes me look. It ages me, so maybe I should shave it. So
I thought we were
I
having
don't know. I don't even.
What's the-
Mine's just like a Fu Manchu. I shave. I trim around.
It makes me look distinguished.
Where?
You said distinguished.
At the fish and chip night? What are we talking about?
I mean, in all honesty, it makes you look like you shouldn't be within 500 feet of a school, I would say.
Or you're a painter.
Yeah. You're looking for a pot of Lucky Charms.
I really
love you,
feel
though.
like you
I
guys
do. I
are
love
just jealous of the beard.
No,
It's okay.
We're not.
Ginger's
I
in.
get
We are.
jealous. I was jealous today. My wife went to the pool, and I'm like, I've got to work, and you're going to the pool. So I've been jealous. I know how y'all feel right now.
My kids started back to school today, if you can believe that. Got a senior. Holy moly. I know both of you all have been through that a couple of times.
I'm the last
it was
one.
rough.
Last one to be senior.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was just baffling that, we're in that stage of life. Everything happens.
Yeah.
We all talk like, boom, we were in high school and career, and all of a sudden now I'm, have a senior daughter. So it's crazy. First last day of high school. First day, sorry. Big things to come for that kiddo. She's gonna do well in life. it kind of leads me into my words of wisdom. I'm just looking at the clock, kind of where we're at. So, just been, there's one thing in life I can't really stand is pessimism. I understand sometimes, you have a touch of reality and you might feel something, but being very pessimistic and speaking so many negative thoughts. I was watching a show the other day and the guy started talking about, you're manifesting things that will ultimately happen, whether they're positive for you or negative for you. And I just, if if she's listening, just manifest positive things. Good things are going to happen to you. You got to capitalize on that, and you got to really, you got to stay optimistic. A big advocate of the old time saying of everything happens for a reason, whether you believe it or not. You got to find that reason out, and making excuses. Excuses make today easy and tomorrow hard. Where discipline, work ethic, being optimistic, may make today hard, but it'll make tomorrow easy. So that's my words of wisdom today: is stay positive. Good things are going to happen. Just look for the joys in life, and keep plugging along. So, what do you think?
Did
I
that
think
because I
that
sent you
when I
that
find a
that
positive
GIF?
energy, like that table,
I was wondering what's a nihilist, Brian.
I think it's like a naysayer or nothing matters. I didn't look that up, but I thought all the other ones were cool. While you were
A
arguing
nihilist
about
is a
whether the
person.
glass is half full or half empty. Go ahead.
Nihilist is a person who believes that life is meaningless and rejects all religious and moral principles. So, a supporter of
I thought the meme
extreme
was funny.
Russian revolution. I did. It was perfect timing, but that's my thoughts for today. So, Brian, you got a big week ahead. You doing anything this weekend?
No, not doing anything this weekend. I'm chilling out.
Staying
Hopefully,
put.
spending time at the pool so I can get tan
When do
like
your
Timmy.
when do your kids go back to school?
The littles go back week after next, and then Cam goes 2 weeks. High school senior, man, be his last year too, buddy.
That's awesome. Timmy, big week, big weekend together, right?
that's right. Yeah, so we got that event we're doing this weekend. I got my grandson's third birthday. We're gonna have a party for him on Sunday. So yeah, looking forward to it. Working with you, buddy. We're gonna hang out together.
Yeah, might have to do a little live on location video as we're promoting some guard insurance and some family programs options.
All
So
right, bring your bring your mock draft, and we can discuss that when we have some slow time.
yeah, I got to figure out who my keepers are. To tell you the
Yeah,
truth, I
yeah.
have no idea
We'll get it.
exactly how that plans
I
out
looked
as
at your
far
roster.
as.
I got some. You got a couple options.
Well, I wasn't sure, like, if you get somebody in a trade, if you keep their keeper option
Yep,
where
you
they
do.
were drafted
You
out,
do.
because,
Yep,
like,
it's all going to get dropped. Yep.
I
You got
got
two 18th round guys.
that's who I was looking at, because that cost me a 17th round pick, and then T Higgins was 14th round, I believe. I mean, that's a solid
All
wide
right.
receiver in the
We'll
13th
talk about
round.
that for you. No, we got better for that.
Do we?
Yeah, you do.
No,
You do. You got some good ones. Trust me.
yeah. I mean, old Cordarrelle Patterson,
Yeah, you're gonna
we'll
keep
see
him.
how
That's
it
what
was.
I'm saying.
Yeah, he puts up some points. So, but yeah, we should have a good weekend, and I guess we'll fire this thing back up next Wednesday as we close in on getting closer to our 30th episode, and then is everybody locked in for our trip, right?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
we got plane tickets
Yeah.
bought for everybody. I mean, there might. I think we're good.
In the
We
house.
definitely got.
In the house.
We might go that. It's still at 5.5. The over under is still at 5.5, but I know we got 5.
That'll be a
Oh,
good time. Really good time. I might be
Jake's
in a
asking.
sling.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jake's asking when we're gonna play golf, but with your surgery coming up, I guess.
Yeah,
Guys,
this
just
is what we need to get him, Brian. Let's get him now.
You got to get
I
it
guess
in
just
quick. That's for sure.
forfeit.
Yeah. Oh, one arm. We'd still be good. From 100 yards in and chipping and putting, we should be all right. So, but fellas, it was good to see y'all as always. I thoroughly enjoy this, and I think we would do this. I know we have zero people probably watching this, but I wish we lived in the whole same neighborhood and saw each other each day. But I'm glad to get to see you somewhat live and in person, except for Brian's beard. Everything's pretty cool.
Love you, brother. Love you, brother.
Too,
My is the coolest.
Timmy, bring
See
lunch
y'all.
on Saturday.